I began my fitness journey by training at home for 3 years from 2021 to 2024. So if you are considering to gain weight and strength with home workouts, or you have been training at home for months but seeing no gains, here's what's missing and how to make home training actually work for you. If you don't know who I am, my name is Bách Đỗ. I run YouGains, an online personal coaching service helping guys gain weight and strength, becoming bigger and stronger versions of themselves. Recently, my weight has increased from 55 to more than 70 kilograms. You can check out YouTube shorts on this channel for my training style, strength, and physique. There are some truths about home workouts. Push, leg, and core training can be done nicely at home. Personally, I achieved great strength for those from that period. Specifically, I unlocked frog stand, handstand hold against the wall, piston squat, archer push-up, which I didn't expect myself to achieve it, so it is a crazy accomplishment. Even normal push-ups from scratch. I remember that I was so skinny and weak. However, I did the push-up with this shitty form, just not full ROM, and the technique was poor basically. And I told my dad that, oh, I have done 100 push-ups, and he was like, oh really, bro? Really? Because normal people cannot do that with ease, but you just get started and then got it right away. And I was like, yeah, I was able to do it easy. But in fact, it was just shitty push-ups. And then I realized that shit. I started to work on it with just wall push-up. And then eventually when I came down to the ground and do the 1 rep proper push-up, it was hard as fuck. I remember that kind of feeling. I was like, oh shit, this is the real one, and it is hard. So how am I supposed to do 10 with this proper form? But at the end of the day, you know me, I am able to do 1 push-up. Crazy progress. But yeah, despite all the above, home workout is not optimal, or might not be optimal for gains and growth in terms of pull muscle, including your back and bicep. Even though you can still do some exercises like table row, you hold the table, then you do the row like Australian pull-ups, wall row like the cable row machine, whatever you want to call it, or door push-up, you hold on to the door frames and do the push-up there with no pull-up bars. Okay, so let's just imagine there we gotta put our hands onto the edge and then do the fucking pull-ups on there. Dangerous as fuck if you actually have those. So I'm gonna emphasize this. If you actually have those kind of home equipments that are viable for that kind of training style at home. But for me at least, I do not have those. For example, let's just take that fucking door frame as the proof for my skills, okay? As you can see, it is made from plastic. So if I hop on it and then do the fucking pull up on it, I'm not gonna care about the form or the technique. But with the body weight, at least 55 or more kgs, it's gonna collapse and I'm gonna fall down, and then I'm gonna get traumatized about training, and I'm not gonna train ever again in my life. So it is not the optimal choice for me, right? Also, yes, there are some door frames at my house that are made of steel. However, the length between this pillar and this pillar, they are so large, so I cannot even put a pull-up bar onto, between those walls or pillars. So my dad used to create a pull-up bar with a tube with a maybe steel or some kind of material tube just short like this one, and also they have some kind of spice on it, and when we put our hand, or I put my hands on it, it would hurt like shit, man. So at least I could do some kind of pull-up progression on it, and yeah, it did somehow lead me to myself today when I can do 20 kgs on weighted pull-ups. So kudos to myself at that time, bearing the fucking pain to train, right? However, if you have seen the people on the internet, they say that they show you the workout at home with no equipment, and then say that you can gain the same muscle and strength from that kind of exercise. That is totally bullshit. You cannot achieve any kind of muscle and strength just like them by doing that at home. If it is that easy, everyone is gonna get jacked at home, and the gyms or the outdoor training place would not ever exist. Okay, if it is so easy, but it isn't. That is not the truth right here. But they say that, which is bullshit. I tried it myself. I just said that, oh, I'm not gonna go to the gym because of the time consuming for travel and also the payment for it. I'm just gonna train at home because it is always accessible for me. But after a while, I just basically see barely no progress, I would say. Maybe okay, so for push, leg and core workouts, as I said before, it will get the progression as well. You can just spam the fucking push-up variations for a lot of reps and sets. You will get strength and size for those delts, shoulder, chest, and your triceps. But other than that, you cannot gain anything. Leg, okay, maybe core, okay, you can do some kind of L-sit hold or stuff like that. But about the back and bicep, you cannot do anything with home equipment. Okay, and those people, they have some kind of training experience before, and at least they did gain that kind of strength and size with a pull-up bar. Not to mention, they did go to the fucking gym and then training for years, and then they say that, oh, you can have the same stuff as me right now with home workout, which is easy and just gonna take you several 30 minutes or some shit like that. It is not true. Okay, another thing regarding home workout or home training is about the vibe. It is not motivational, and you might hear me saying that, oh, fuck your motivation, fuck it, fuck your feelings, fuck your emotions, fuck your thoughts, follow the fucking plan. Okay, follow the program and do the thing that is required to gain weight and strength, right? Sure, motivation is not important. However, the environment, which is the thing that I'm emphasizing here, is so crucial. And you might understand that it is the one that can decide which type of person you are and whether you can achieve your goal or not. So let's talk about the environment when it comes to home workout, okay? The first factor is about the size of the space. I started my fitness journey by training at this fucking room right here. Okay, I just fuck around this kind of square and just train here. Yeah, it was an interesting experience for me, but maybe you would say that, oh, so why didn't you go to somewhere within your neighborhood to train for free, because it is outdoors and there are some pull-up bars and dips bars there, as you always tell us to do. Fine, but my neighborhood, it is not that large, and in fact the houses, they are next to each other, and there's no fucking playground or those grounds for the outdoor training. To be honest with you, there are just fucking stores, residential houses, and schools. That's it. And sure, I can take advantage of the school playground, if you want to call it that, but I'm not gonna lay on the concrete ground there and do the fucking back window or some other training stuff there. I would rather train at home. Okay, but still, the space, the size of this room is not that big, so it is some kind of limited for me to train, and it might be the same as you, unless you are born in a rich house, rich family who can provide you with a enormous space to train freely. Okay, that's fine, no problem. But that is just one factor. There are several ones after that. The next A is that there's no people training around you, and of course there's also no people there are also no people that are gonna tell you to do this, to do that. Oh, you gotta hit this exercise and avoid that because it is not good for you. You gotta rest this kind of duration or else you cannot do the next set effectively. Oh, you gotta go to sleep early, bro. Oh, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, you gotta eat more. No one's gonna tell you that. Just you versus you. Only you can tell you to do the things that are required, and you understand it deeply, right? There's no one shooting around you, especially at your home. Maybe you get lucky when you can train with your siblings or even your parents, but most of the times I would say that people, including me, are just gonna train alone at home. And when you do not get that kind of attention, especially at the exercises that are hardcore or the sets that you need to train failure with heavy weight or heavy or difficult variation, you still would be able to do it, but there would be also a likelihood that you are not gonna finish it to your potential, I would say. Just admit it, bro. Let's just get to the fucking fact right here. Hopefully you have gone to the gym and then train there for a while, and then you will understand what I'm gonna say right now. When you get the attention, like at the gym, when you're doing the exercises, because you are doing the fucking heavy stuff like normal people cannot do. You are at least intermediate level compared to other normies at the gym, like 20 kgs on weighted pull-ups, weighted dips, squat, heavy deadlifts and stuff. People are gonna look at you because you are doing the fucking weirdest things they have ever seen. Have you ever seen a guy, I'm talking about a male, doing heavy walking lunges at the gym? Myself, I just see myself, bro. No one there is gonna do it. They just gonna do okay hip thrusts and the Smith machine squat and stuff. And Bulgarian split squat, okay, fine. But it's so popular, it is so common. Why don't we do the fucking hard exercise like walking lunges? It's so brutal, bro. And I'm talking about heavy stuff. I currently hold 35 kgs per hand for that exercise. Okay? You will not be able to do the exercise at your potential when you cannot get that kind of motivation and stimulation. It'll be better to have that attention, right? So why not try to seek for it, and then you will do your best there. At least I'm talking from my own experience and perspective, because I feel weak when training at home. To be honest, I have that kind of research around here, so I'm gonna tell you this. I am able to do 10 kgs dumbbell curl per hand easily at the gym, but when it comes to at home, I have a box of adjustable dumbbells here. When I just have an empty dumbbell, and then I put on the weight, and the maximum for each dumbbell is 10 kgs. And when I did it in the past, I just felt like, oh shit, it is so heavy. I couldn't do it with ease. I struggled with it. But at the gym, I just, what the heck? 10 kgs, easy. Let's move on. Another exercise, one-arm push-up. I can do it easily at the gym, especially when somebody is looking at me. I'm just gonna push myself to death, like done. I've got maybe some respect from them as well, because they haven't seen anyone do the fucking one-arm push-up at the gym. Okay, I feel so motivated to do it as well. Feel energetic and powerful. Handstand also is easier at the gym rather than at home. Just feel like my shoulder is heavy as fuck when doing handstand. L-sit hold, the same on the ground. I'm talking about L-sit hold on the ground. It is fucking harder at home compared to the gym. Elbow lever. I remember there was one day when I couldn't make it to the gym because I had to attend some kind of events at the university, and then I just got home and the traffic was crazy at that time because it was rush hour, man. You understand, in Vietnam the traffic at rush hours is horrendous. But yeah, I just okay, I'm not gonna make any excuses here. I'm just gonna train at home as usual. Then I did the fucking elbow lever. I couldn't even hold it for several seconds, like 2 or 3 seconds. I couldn't hold it. But at the gym, 10 to 20 seconds would be my max. But at least I will push myself to at least 10 seconds. Full elbow lever on the ground. But at home, it wasn't a choice. I couldn't do it. So yeah, do not judge me because I'm just talking about all the stuff here, all the truth here from my experience. Okay? So here are several recommendations of mine about this. The biggest one, just buy some essentials. Buy some equipment, training equipment to be more specific, like pull-up bar to put on the door frame, or maybe you can drill it into some kind of, or you set it up at home. It will be so nice. Or even better, a pair of gym rings, gymnastic rings. You can do many kind of exercise there, like gym pull up, gym ring pull up, gym ring chin up, even gym ring hold for deep. It is so hard, man. Like support hold on gym ring, it is crazy. And then some kind of weight like adjustable dumbbells, barbell, or at least resistance band, so that you can do the resistance training rather than just endurance training like 100, 200, 300 push-ups per day. It wouldn't do much about your size and functional strength, I would say, but in terms of the overall growth, that endurance training cannot bring you with so much strength and size. At least have some kind of weight there. Okay, you can take a look on YouTube. There's a guy whose YouTube channel is Mass Mediator. He is an endurance training athlete. You can see him doing 100 or even fucking 200, 300, 500 pull-ups in a day, in a session, or push-ups in a session, squats in a session, stuff like that. But his body, maybe he is lean, but it is not that big. Okay, so if you want some kind of more size and muscle as well, incorporate some weight into your training at home. And that's it. That is my only recommendation. And here's a list, I would say, in terms of the speed and effectiveness of progress for gains. They would go down respectively. The first option, which is also the best option, as I always recommend, is to go to the gym. I did have the thought as you before, like I don't want to go to the gym because it is so crowded. I did have that kind of experience before when I first went to the gym with my friend when I was at grade 11. I was about to move on to grade 12, but in the summer I had my very first gym experience, and it was crazy because there were a lot of people there, and I did not have the knowledge, so the experience wasn't that good, but somehow it did give me some more knowledge after that period. But yeah, you need to go to the gym because there are the equipments at your disposal there. You just gonna pay some kind of money for gym membership, which is kind of, I would say, cheaper for nowadays, because it is kind of popular to do it, to go to the gym. and then you will just train there, and also have people around you looking at you, giving you the attention, even the motivation to do the workout to failure in order to achieve your goal, which is to gain weight and strength. That is the best option that I would say. The next the second optimal one is to train at outdoor training place with pull-up and dips bars, again available for you and for free, just like at home. But here you do not have to buy anything else. You just need to invest your time and effort on traveling a little bit, and then just go there, train pull-ups, chin-up, dips, and other calisthenics or body weight exercises or variations. Even if you want to get it to the next level, do some calisthenic skills, then you will still be fine. Maybe invest in a weighted belt to get some kind of, or weighted vest to make the workout harder, and then you will gain some size because of that weight. The next one is about the home workout plus training equipment. As I said before, dumbbells, some kind of weight like dumbbells, barbells, resistance band, gymnastic rings, pull-up bar, even a what is it called, like stationary deep bar, as far as I remember, because I haven't got it for myself. A pair of parallettes, yeah, those kind of things. And the last one, of course, is to train with pure body weight and tools at home, just like I did. Actually, I first started with the home equipment with that chair over there. I unlocked the pistol squat with only that chair. That's fucking it. And then I wanted to make it better and to see myself progress faster and better as well, more effectively. And so I bought a box of adjustable dumbbells, as I said to you before, and also a pair of gym rings behind this door, and I just trained there for a while, and it was kind of good. So try to make it happen, try to make going to the gym happen. Okay, it is the best option that you have ever invested, the best investment, I would say, yeah, in your life. So that is pretty much it about all the things in terms of home workout that I want to share with you, so that you can take into account, be aware of it, and make the best decision for you that can work best for you as well. You can download my free guide, 5 Deadly Mistakes Keeping You Skinny and Weak and How to Fix Them, for free in the link of the description. And if you are stuck training at home alone and want results, apply for the free coaching now. That's it. Goodbye, bro.